So I'm Joe O'Gorman, one of the owners here at Full Throttle Indoor Karting, and I'm responsible for marketing, sales, community relations, and business development. Full Throttle is a locally owned company. We started in 2011, started by a friend of mine and myself. Our intent was to try to make racing available to as many people as we could. Racing is obviously an expensive sport, so we tried to build it so anybody that wanted to try their hand at racing could actually come out and race with us. Our philosophy is there should be no limits. As long as a customer is driving responsibly, they should be able to run wide open. They should be able to actually feel like they're really racing. And the big thing is when you come off the track, you should be sweating a little bit. You should be working a little bit, just like you would in a real racing situation. We really focus to keep the karts very equal, because there's nothing more frustrating than thinking you've got all that experience and talent and then the kart's just not capable of delivering what you can deliver yourself. We manage the timing to about 0.3 of a second is our tolerance for difference among the 70 karts that we have here in the building. The most important element of racing here at Full Throttle, because we do run higher speeds, the karts will hit 40 miles an hour inside the building, is we really want to make sure that everybody is safe. So we use not only approved motorcycle helmets for all riders, also do a neck collar, so in the event that you do hit something, your neck can't travel the full distance and cause a neck injury, so we're really trying to minimize those. We take your safety very seriously, and we do have available to you safety gear that if you want to purchase your own, you can actually purchase it right here at the track. We've wrapped a lot of technology into the building. We have actually got the business set up that we can run it essentially with a series of iPads and iPhones. We also set it up to be remotely managed, so we can get what we need, see what we need to do as a management team via wireless connections. I could be sitting in a coffee shop and getting what I need from a sales and management perspective. So we use a professional level transponder, we use a timing system. All of that is integrated into what the customer gets at the end is they'll get a score sheet that'll give them lap by lap performance accurate to 1,000th of a second. That's another piece of our technology that we use here. So we run multiple configurations here, and I have to say my favorite configuration is running our adrenaline track in reverse. There's a certain thrill that comes with the sequence and the flow of the way that track drives. I think my second favorite track is our rush track, which is directly behind me, the rush track in the forward direction. It's a very technical track, and it's going to give folks a pretty good experience back and forth, and especially if you like side-by-side racing. The side-by-side racing elements of the rush track actually make it probably my favorite when I'm out racing, because there's multiple fast lines, and drivers can take advantage of either using their momentum, using their weight, using their skill a little bit differently with their braking points, and still end up being pretty fast. I'm actually a Cincinnati transplant. I went to Xavier University and met my wife, and she's a Cincinnati girl, so I stayed and made Cincinnati my home. I love it here. I think what's really kind of cool about what we've done as a local business is what we've built is unique, and it's not a big chain. It's not a group that you're going to go out and see in every city that you're going to go to. It's a very uniquely Cincinnati attraction. Aaron, my partner, is also a Cincinnati transplant and has made Cincinnati his home. The response that we've gotten from the people of Cincinnati has just been terrific with them coming out. Cincinnati's got a great car and racing culture. You don't think of it as a racing city like in Indianapolis or some of those other cities, but there's definitely a performance motorsports culture here in the city that's fostered our ability to be able to open this business. We are a racing family. We travel. We spend a lot of time at tracks. We spent a lot of time as fans with my kids growing up, and then we discovered that how much fun it is when you get to the other side of the fence, out of the bleachers and onto the track.